12th century Jerusalem stands at a crossroads of faith, trade, and war, and Lionhearts invites you to shape what happens next. This is a living feudal sandbox where every fortress, market stall, and pulpit is claimed or built by a real player. If history is written by its participants, Lionhearts makes every one of us the author. Built in Unreal Engine 5 by Credenzio Studios, Lionhearts is a persistent open-world MMORPG that marries historical plausibility with unrestricted player agency. Choose a military, trade, or religious path. Earn favor through battlefield service, economic contributions, or spiritual devotion, and ascend a fully player-run hierarchy that stretches from humble squire or apprentice all the way to monarch, trademaster, or patriarch. No scripted events, no duplicate servers. Every decision leaves a permanent mark on a single, seamless holy land. Your journey revolves around earning and spending favor. Fight in territory sieges, deliver wagon loads of timber, or lead prayers at a cathedral to gather this currency. Then unlock fresh titles, gear tokens, deeds to land, larger storage, or even entire retinues, guilds, or dioceses. Favor isn't just progression, it's the engine that powers Lionheart's meritocratic society. Lionhearts unfolds in the late 12th century Holy Land, just after Saladin's victory at the Horns of Hattin, and Pope Gregory VIII's call for a new crusade. This moment of upheaval frames a world where Crusader kingdoms and Muslim sultanates clash for control of Jerusalem, and players step directly into that struggle. The Holy Land exists as a single, persistent realm. No shards, no duplicates. Divided among 16 player-run factions, 12 kingdoms such as the Ayyubid Sultanate and the Kingdom of France, plus 4 independent military orders like the Knights Templar. Cooperation and merit drive advancement. Every city, fief, and guild is finite, reinforcing the game's focus on historical authenticity and real consequence. Progress begins with favor, the single measure of your contributions. Fight in sieges and skirmishes to earn it on the battlefield. Haul ore or lumber to stockpiles for economic favor, or tithe and pray to convert faith into favor within the church. Because battles shape borders, supply drives markets, and worship sustains morale. Every action that supports your faction pays back in this versatile currency. Favor unlocks the game's social ladder. Spend it along the 3 branches, military, trade, or religion, to gain new titles, gear tokens, deeds to land, larger storage, or even entire retinues, guilds, or dioceses. Each tier grants tools that help you gather favor faster, creating a reinforcing cycle. Ascend, receive greater responsibility, and leave a permanent imprint on the open world. Choose the sword and you enlist in a retinue, a band of players whose loyalty rises from page or archer to knight, lord, duke, and finally monarch. Combat uses a directional attack parry system reminiscent of historical fencing. Timing and angle matter more than reflex spams. Victories change borderlines for good, because each duchy, lordship, and capital can be captured only once, and held until someone pries it away. Supplies, sieges, and convoy routes all require real materials, so a well-fed army is won on the anvil as much as on the field. If coin is your compass, you master one of 66 professions across 14 guild types, from bladesmith to beekeeper, and innkeeper, and beyond. A successful merchant can found a guild company, hire artisans, set regional prices, and lobby fellow magnates to elect a single trademaster for the entire craft. Because every resource is finite and every fief is unique, market influence is earned through smart logistics and negotiated monopolies, not artificial price boards. Gold circulates, but it never spawns from thin air, tying prosperity to genuine production and exchange. 4 faiths, Catholic, Orthodox, Sunni, and Shiite, anchor the spiritual life of each kingdom. Beginning as an acolyte, you can rise to priest, bishop, archbishop, and finally patriarch, whose seat is sacred and unconquerable. Clergy lead real services, study authentic prayers that confer in-game blessings, and manage sin counters that nudge wayward souls to confession. Religious authority wields soft power. A well-placed tithe or decree can sway politics as surely as a sword. Every parcel of soil belongs to someone. Lords divide their estates into 6 zones: residential, resource, agricultural, military, religious, and historical. Then they lease the plots, levy taxes, or fortify walls as they please. While you are offline, a configurable shadow carries out routine orders, such as harvesting wheat, casting iron, or patrolling ramparts. Because these shadows follow player set priorities, farms stay productive, and watchtowers stay manned, ensuring the Holy Land never truly sleeps. Lionhearts borrows the best ideas from its predecessors, yet reshapes them in a single persistent world. Its siege warfare recalls Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord, but here, captured castles stay conquered until reclaimed. And every defender is a person, not an AI script. Political maneuvering feels as intricate as Crusader Kings 3, yet the dukes and monarchs pulling strings are live players whose whims shift daily. The economy brings to mind EVE Online. Finite resources, player-set prices, only grounded in historical, plausible crafts and guild laws. And while city zoning evokes Stronghold Crusader, land is genuinely scarce. A lord's choice to convert pasture into walls will reshape local markets for everyone. When territorial control, prices, and even church doctrine depend on human decision, no two evenings unfold alike. A bladesmith's strike can stall an army's weapon supply. A clerical schism can fracture royal alliances. A midnight convoy ambush can bankrupt a duke. This interdependence is Lionheart's signature. Military victories rely on merchants and priests as much as champions and mail. Behind the studio stands Credenzio Studios, a US indie team whose motto, Forging the Extraordinary, guides every milestone. For 5 years they refined these ideas in Lionheart's crusade on Roblox, attracting over 6 million plays and a community of 10,000 active players. That prototype tested persistent warfare, player hierarchies, and a merit-based favor system on a very modest engine. Now, armed with those lessons and Unreal Engine 5, the studio aims to deliver the full historical vision on Steam. Still independent, still transparent, and still listening to its community at every step. Lionhearts is entering full production through a Kickstarter that funds development, licensing, marketing, and post-launch support while keeping the project free of outside mandates. Credenzio Studios pledges complete budget transparency, every pledge slotting into art, engineering, servers, or community rewards, and will deliver a polished, minimum viable product even at the base goal, scaling features as stretch targets unlock. Early backers secure finite perks, such as land deeds, noble titles, and unique cosmetics that will never return once funding closes. Donor tiers grant concrete, historically themed benefits, such as a manor outside Acre, a bishop's mitre for clerical careers, or the right to display founder beneath your character's name. None of these affect combat balance. They simply recognize patrons in the living world and preserve the studio's promise of ethical, skill-based progression. From day one, Credenzio Studios invites players to help steer the design. Regular dev diaries, public Trello boards, and open Q&A streams let backers see milestones in real time, while in-client surveys and Discord polls shape balance tweaks, art direction, and even future guild mechanics. The team's guiding principle is that Lionhearts should be owned as much by its community as by its creators, because in a world where history is written by players, the development history should be too. If a genuine, player-ruled Holy Land sounds compelling, now is the moment to take part. Visit the Kickstarter page linked below, choose the reward that matches your ambitions, and help secure the resources that will bring this medieval society to life. While you're there, add Lionhearts to your Steam wishlist to strengthen its visibility, and join the community Discord to vote on upcoming features. History rarely offers a second draft. Claim your place in the first one. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.